Today, we're shopping at Costco for my favorite protein items. I have been shopping at Costco since I was a broke trainer at Equinox, and really honestly, it was the only way that I could bodybuild at that time, by buying in bulk. I've always bought the ground chicken here, the chicken thighs, they have great supplements. So we're shopping my favorite protein items that I've bought historically and presently at Costco here today. Let's go shopping for some protein. Oh man, look at this. Okay, we were planning on talking about Ascent anyhow, but it happens to be on sale right now at Costco. So here's the 3 reasons why I like this brand. Number 1, it passes the test, meaning that for every 100 calories, there needs to be at least 10 grams of protein. This has 120 calories with 25 grams of protein. Really, you want to make sure there's not a lot of fat in here, there's not a lot of sugar, carbohydrates. Why? Because when you're selecting a whey protein or any sort of protein powder, you want it to be very low in calorie, high in protein. Number 2, Ascent is a reputable brand. Among the industry, this is a highly respected company. They've never been accused of amino spiking. They don't have any sort of red flags. It's a great brand that we know is going to consistently pump out a good product. And number 3, it's super affordable. Normally, for 4.4 pounds, it's $55. Right now on sale, it's $44 for 4.4 pounds. This is the cheapest, most affordable protein powder that I've seen at Costco, on top of being high quality. So we just did a long format video reviewing my favorite pre-made shakes. We looked at 10 commonly found pre-made shakes in grocery stores throughout America. And what I concluded was my favorite tasting were Fairlife, Slate, and also Isopure. They don't have Isopure here, but they do have the other 2 brands. So Slate is an incredible choice, 100 calories, 20 grams of protein. However, my favorite is Fairlife Nutrition Plan. 150 calories, 30 grams of protein. It tastes exactly like chocolate milk. It's so rich, it's so creamy. I keep these in the refrigerator, I grab them, you're good to go. You can just walk out the door with it. They do have Fairlife, a second brand here, which is Core Power, but the macros aren't quite as good, and I also don't think it tastes quite as good as the Nutrition Plan. So if I'm shopping at Costco, this is what I'm buying for a pre-made shake. Okay, so I want to buy protein bars before we leave, but I want to get to the single ingredient foods. Look at some real foods so that we're not spending the whole first part of this video series just talking about supplements. So now we're going to go look at some meats and pick out what I would buy for animal protein. Okay, these garlic seasoned chicken wings from Costco are fire. I either bake them or I throw them in the air fryer. Either way, they're incredible. But there's 2 things you need to understand about them. 1, clearly it's going to be a fattier protein source, so they aren't necessarily going to pass the test. And in fact, when I've had to Google it, because there's no nutrition label on here, which is the second thing, is that said they're either 260 calories with 20 grams of protein, which does not pass the test, or they're 190 calories with 18 grams of protein, which is pretty damn close. Either way, we know it's a fatty protein source. And 2, we're stuck having to estimate. So when I have to make an estimation, when I have to rely on Google, I always pick the higher calorie choice. Always. Let that be your guiding light. If you don't know exactly how many calories something has and you do your best to correctly find it, you have to go with the highest calorie option. So I'm going to assume these are 260 calories with 20 grams of protein. Doesn't quite pass the test. However, they taste delicious. So they're a great option from time to time, or when you've already hit your protein requirement and you're not going to go over your caloric needs today. Kevin's has pre-cooked meals that are delicious. This is not a staple in my diet. I don't buy these on a regular basis. However, when I do, when I'm just in a pinch and I need something easy for dinner, these taste excellent and they pass the test. This has 160 calories, 20 grams of protein. This one has 150 calories, 20 grams of protein. And what's more, they actually taste delicious. So this wouldn't be a daily thing for me, probably not even a weekly thing, but I do keep a couple of these in my freezer just in case I need them. So I'm sorry to break your heart, but most of the salmon here at Costco, it's farm raised and it's Atlantic. It's not Norwegian, so it's no bueno. The exception to that is the Sockeye. The Sockeye is wild caught. This is perfectly fine, but it's gonna taste different than traditional salmon. I myself, I'm fine with the taste of Sockeye, but it's just not my thing. If you're gonna buy salmon here though, buy the Sockeye. Me personally, I'm gonna shop somewhere else for my salmon where it's not farm raised, it's wild caught. Anytime I'm at Costco, I'm gonna buy the egg whites and I'm gonna buy the eggs. just simply because of the cost. I'm not even particularly price sensitive, but I just can't pass up these deals. $12 for 5 dozen eggs, and the egg whites I think is the single best deal at Costco. And the reason why is because this is $10, $11, $10.69 for 6 carton of egg whites. Egg whites these days usually cost between $4 and $5, so you're basically getting 6 carton of egg whites for the cost of 2. The way I make my eggs, I have 3 whole eggs, and then I add 1/2 a cup of egg whites to it, approximately 40 grams of protein. A lot of days, if I have the option, that's how I'm gonna start my day, with those 3 eggs, with the 1/2 cup, and then I'm gonna add some raspberries on the side. New product at Costco that I'm excited to try are these hard-boiled eggs. Obviously, they're hard-boiled eggs. I've tried hard-boiled eggs before, but I've seen this all over social media, so I can't wait to take it home and try it. There are a lot of chicken nuggets here at Costco. None of these are bad. I'm not gonna give you the old influencer spiel, like what are these chicken nuggets is killing you, and another one is sent from the heavens. What I am gonna talk to you about though, is these ones, believe it or not, the Kirkland brand tastes the best, while at the same time being high in protein. So it's 140 calories, 16 grams of protein. It's a chicken nugget that actually passes the test, and it tastes fire. I do enjoy the taste of Just Bare. I just frankly think that Kirkland tastes better. The macro is very comparable, but it's cheaper and it tastes better. I have these at least once a week. I either throw them in the oven or I throw them in the air fryer. I think I've said this like 5 times already, but there's just a huge selection here at Costco of everything, including Greek yogurt. Let's go over my favorite flavored Greek yogurt, which is Oikos 000. 0 fat, 0 sugar, 0 artificial sweeteners. It's not that this brand is good and all the others are evil. It's just incredible macros and an awesome taste if you're looking for a flavored yogurt, if that's your thing. When it comes to traditional Greek yogurt, non-flavored, there's 2 excellent brands and both are incredible. Obviously, Kirkland brand is going to be cheaper, but either of these are an excellent option for 0 fat, non-fat Greek yogurt. Let's talk poultry here at Costco. This is my favorite brand of ground turkey for numerous reasons. 1, affordability. Again, I've been buying this since I was a broke trainer at Equinox. I used to feed this to Pudding when he was a puppy until I could afford more designer dog food. I would add some like carrots and sweet potatoes, blueberries to it, and cook it at home for him. The other reason I love it is it passes the test, 22 grams of protein at 150 calories. And third, it's just the perfect amount of fat. It's under 10 grams of saturated fat, which means by definition a lean protein, but at the same time it has enough fat that it still tastes delicious. And everything I just said, with the exception of cooking it for pudding, applies to these chicken thighs. 160 calories, 19 grams of protein, passed the test, and again, it's got 9 grams of fat, still falling in the definition of lean protein because it's under 10 grams of fat per serving, but it's got enough fat on it that it tastes delicious. So for that reason, these are my 2 favorite options for poultry here at Costco. Let's buy some protein bars and let's get out of the store. I'm very careful on this channel not to demonize food. However, most of the protein bars here at Costco, despite their vast selection, they suck for one reason or another. In my opinion, the Kirkland protein bar, which tastes very similar to Quest protein bars, is the clear winner. 190 calories, 21 grams of protein, passed the test. It's got 10 grams of fiber, which is massive. So to me, this is what I'll be buying. If I was to look at a couple other options that are good, simply protein bar, 7 grams of fiber, 150 calories, 15 grams of protein. However, I think the taste is horrible. Fit Crunch, it's an okay option. It's just got 1 gram of fiber. For me, I'm gonna look for a protein bar with more fiber because otherwise, why wouldn't I just buy a pre-made shake that has better macros? Pure protein, again, it's an okay choice. However, some of the protein is coming from collagen and that's not absorbable. All of these other protein bars, they're all crap. RX bar, it's more of a carb bar than it is a protein bar. So for that reason, those are really the only 4 that I would even consider. But to me, clearly number 1 is Kirkland. Guys, that's my favorite protein items here at Costco. Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you saw, please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment, any questions you might have. I appreciate you watching today's video. We release 1 long format YouTube at least once a week, and we release shorts throughout the week. I'm also on Instagram. That's where the majority of my following is. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate the support.